Tune in last week, I want to let you know we are now on a new streaming platform. And so you can find us on StreamSpot, you can find us on our website, you can find us on YouTube, don't stick out your tongue, and you can also find us on Facebook Live. But because of that, we're on a service where I can't see your names as you log on. Oh my gosh. So, despite being live, I can't give you a live shout out. But I do want to let you know, please put your name in the box to chat and comment. I'll read it. And we promise next week we'll give you a shout out if you would like one. Do not stick out your tongue, young lady. Thank you. Oh, she's being very silly today. Liana, what holiday's coming up?
Passover.
Passover. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so excited. So, the songs that we are singing today are connected to Passover and Shabbat. Passover and Shabbat. Oh my gosh. So, I say we start with a Passover song. Passover song. Now, Pharaoh, was he a good guy or bad guy, Liana?
Bad guy.
Bad guy, bad guy. And because he was making bad choices and he said, no, 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 I will not let you
go.
Because of that, Pharaoh is forced to endure, along with the Egyptians, how many plagues? 5, 10, Makos, 10 plagues. And one of those plagues were the frogs. So we're going to start with the frog song. Are you ready to sing?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Do you want to jump in and as a frog over there for us? Okay, Liana's going to show us how to jump like a frog. Here we go. One morning when Pharaoh awoke in his bed, there were frogs on his head and frogs on his bed, frogs on his nose and frogs on his toes, frogs here, frogs there, frogs were jumping everywhere. One morning when Pharaoh awoke in his bed, there were frogs on his head, frogs on his bed, frogs on his nose and frogs on his toes. Frogs here, frogs there, frogs were jumping everywhere. One morning when Pharaoh awoke in his bed, there were frogs on his head, frogs on his bed, frogs on his nose and frogs on his toes. Frogs here, frogs there. Oi, frogs were jumping everywhere. That was so much fun. Now we're ready for Shabbat. Let's get our bim bombers ready.
My legs are tired.
I'll bet. Here we go. Let's get those bim bombs ready. Ready? Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Here we go. Shabbat shalom, hey! Shabbat shalom, hey! Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, hey! Shabbat shalom, hey! Shabbat shalom, hey! Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, hey! Shabbat shalom, hey! Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, hey! Shabbat shalom, hey! Shabbat shalom, hey! Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. We are now ready to light the candles.
Oh, right.
All right, Daddy. Oh, be careful, kiddo. Daddy's going to light our candles, and Liana and Mommy and Daddy will lead the blessing together. How exciting. With daylight savings, the light's pretty bright over here. We love you all. Hope you've survived daylight savings this week. Excuse me.
Can I blow it out?
No. Oh, you can blow out the little candle, yes, of course.
Blow out that.
Yes, please do. There we go. Now we bring the light of Shabbat in 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav Vetzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Amen. Oh, now it is time for blessings over your children. And as Liana gets blessed by Daddy, I want to give a quick shout out to our friends from last week who joined us. Say hi to, oh, Liana, come say hi, Robbie.
Hi, Robbie.
Say hi, Claire.
Hi, Claire.
Hi, Emma.
Hi, Emma.
Hi to Aunt Rosie and Uncle Rod.
Hi.
Oh, say hi, Aunt Karen and Uncle Ben.
Hi, Aunt Karen and Uncle Ben.
Hi, Grandma Joycey.
Hi, Grandma Joycey.
Hi, Martin. Thank you for joining us last week. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to Barbara and Andrew. Hi, friends. And to, oh, did we say hi, Claire?
Hi, yeah.
Hi, Emma. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Sammy.
Hi, Sammy.
And Olivia.
We didn't do Zoe.
Oh, Zoe and Emma. Say Shabbat Shalom, Zoe.
Shabbat Shalom, Zoe.
And Emma, who usually watch this later on in the day. And to Olivia and Lucas, Shabbat Shalom. Oh, Shabbat Shalom to Andy, who joined us last week and hopefully is enjoying Shabbat today as well. And to anyone else who is joining today that we are not calling out your names, please put a note in our comments and we will be sure next week to give you a nice shout out since I can't see you live.
Hello.
We're ready for Shema.
Look at my teeth.
I see that, but now it's time for Shema. Let's get
Chocolate
ready.
teeth. Chocolate teeth.
Shema Yisrael.
Can you do it?
Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael. Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael. Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael. Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Now it's time for us to celebrate with the
Torah.
Torah. Let's get our Torah.
Can you use one?
Sure, I will. I have a Torah, and Liana has a Torah, and I hope everyone has their wonderful Torahs. We're going to get ready to dance and sing. Come on this side, Liana.
But I
And
want you to go on that side too.
I will. I'll come and dance with you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Et Chaim Hila Machaziki Bavetomche Ha Meushar. Et Chaim Hila Machaziki Bavetomche Ha Meushar. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. It is a tree of life to those that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to those that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Shalom. Now we're going to sing a new special song all about the 10 plagues. It's really fun. Are you ready? Okay, I'm going to sit down so that I can really get everybody's attention for our special song about the plagues. Okay? Can you all count to 10? I wonder if you can count to 10. Liana, do you know how to count to 10?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8.
8, 9, 10, 11,
10 plagues. We're going to count to 10 in this song, and then we're going to sing a couple of the plagues. Are you ready? All right, Daddy, let's do it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum. Blood in the water made the river run red. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Pharaoh should have listened to what God said. 10 plagues in Egypt land. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Frogs were jumping in Pharaoh's hair. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Pharaoh didn't like it, but the frogs didn't care. 10 plagues in Egypt land. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. Oh, creepy, crawly, da ba da da dum. Creepy, crawly, itchy lice. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Mess with the Holy One, better think twice. 10 plagues in Egypt land. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum. Whew! We can't do all 10, but I tell you, it's a really fun song. And if you want to find that song in all 10 plagues, it is by Ellen Allard. Send me a message and I can send you a really fun link to that song. A lot of fun. It's actually kind of a bluegrass song when you listen to it online. We are now ready, though, for a very special story. A very special story. Liana has decided that today's story will be Sammy Spider's story. So we're going to read Sammy Spider's first Passover. A Book of Shapes. Sammy Spider was fast asleep in his living room. Oh, in his web, high up on the Shapiro's living room ceiling. As the warm spring sun shone through an open window, Sammy snuggled deeper into his cozy web. A sudden swishing noise startled him awake. "Mother!" he screamed. "A monster has broken our web." Sammy scurried across the ceiling and hid in a corner. Mrs. Spider hurried to comfort him. "Don't worry, Sammy. That monster is called a broom, and Mr. Shapiro is using it to dust the ceiling." Each spring, the Shapiros give their house a special cleaning to prepare for Passover. Springtime is a perfect time for us to make a new web. "I don't know how to make a web," Sammy said sadly. "I'm going to teach you," said his mother, giving him a big hug. "Will we celebrate Passover too?" asked Sammy. "Oh, silly Sammy," laughed Mrs. Spider. "Spiders don't celebrate Passover. Spiders spin webs." We begin by spinning one thread. Then we spin a second and a third. Finally, we spin a fourth to make a square. But Sammy wasn't listening. "What is Mr. Shapiro putting on the table?" he asked. "That's called matzah," Mrs. Spider replied. "Tonight is the first night of Passover, and the Shapiros will have a special meal called a Seder." Then Mrs. Shapiro brought in a big platter with a roasted egg and bone, parsley, charoset, and bitter herbs. "What is that?" "It's called a Seder plate," Mrs. Spider explained. "The Shapiros will eat special foods at their Seder." "Do spiders eat special foods for Passover?" asked Sammy. "Silly little Sammy," answered his mother. "Spiders don't celebrate Passover."
Can I sit in your lap?
Yes. Spiders eat flies and other insects. To catch them, we need to spin a web, and I need your help. Watch me attach a circle to the inside of our web. But Sammy wasn't listening. He was hovering on a silky strand above the table, watching the Shapiros at their Seder. Crunch went the matzah as Mr. Shapiro broke it in half. Sammy watched him wrap one of the broken pieces in a bright red napkin. When Josh wasn't looking, Mr. Shapiro hid it on top of the bookcase. Sammy climbed back up to the ceiling. "Mother," he asked, "why did Mr. Shapiro hide the matzah?" "It's called the afikomen," Mrs. Shapiro answered. "After the meal, Josh will try to find it. If he does, he gets a prize. What fun, Sammy said. Can I play too? Silly little Sammy, said his mother. Spiders don't celebrate Passover. Spiders spin webs.
Yeah.
And I really need your help to spin a triangle inside the circle. But Sammy wasn't listening. He looked longingly at the hidden afikoman. All right, sighed Mrs. Spider, you can watch the Seder for a while. Sammy quickly crossed the ceiling and stopped right above the bookshelf as Josh finished reciting the 4 questions. He listened as the family sang Passover songs and took turns reading the story of Moses, who led the Jews to freedom. The Shapiros then began their Seder meal. Yum, yum, yum.
I don't want to.
Sammy had never seen so much food. At last it was time to search for the afikoman. Sammy wished he could help, but he remembered his mother's words. Spiders don't celebrate Passover. Swinging from a strand of webbing, he watched as Josh searched every corner of the room. When Josh neared the bookshelf, Sammy got excited. You think he's going to find it, Liana? Let's see. Something shiny caught Josh's eye. It was an amazing little web with a beautiful Jewish star inside. Wow, breathed Josh. As he went closer to look, he spotted the afikoman just below the glistening web. Wow, I found it, he squealed. Sammy glowed with pride. I did it, Mother. I helped Josh find the afikoman. And you also spun a beautiful web, Mrs. Spider answered. You used all the shapes I taught you. In his excitement, Sammy didn't even know he had spun a web. As he looked back at the bookshelf, he beamed. Oh, it was easy, Mother. You make a square, a circle, and a triangle, and then you pass over with another triangle. That's how spiders celebrate Passover. The end. Oh, isn't that a fun book? We really enjoyed reading that book with you, everyone. Now that we've read our special story for Passover, we're ready for a song, another Passover song. We love this song. It means it would have been enough. It's called Dayenu. Do you know that one, Liana? You want to sit on my lap while we sing this one? You want to sit on the floor? You want to sit on my lap? Here we go. Ilu hotzi hotzi anu mi Mitzrayim, hotzi anu mi Mitzrayim, dayenu, 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 Shabbat natan lanu et ha-shabbat dayenu. Everybody, dayenu, 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 dayenu. Now Torah, ilu natan lanu, natan lanu et ha-Torah, natan lanu et ha-Torah, dayenu, 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 dayenu. Oh, that's one of our favorite songs to sing. So much fun. Now that we've sung our songs, we've said some of our prayers, we've read our story, it's time for Kiddush and Motzi. First juice, then challah. Oh my, Liana, can you wait a moment, please? My silly girl. Okay. Oof. Here we go. Hopefully this one
Can I
works.
put this in there?
Well, you bent it a bit, kiddo, but let's do it. Let's say the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei every hagafen. L'chaim. Here we go. Ooh. You want to hold your challah? Oh, and Irene, thank you so much for this gorgeous, gorgeous challah today.
Why did we take that out?
Ah, because this is ours. Baruch atah Adonai
After I
Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz p'tei avon. Take a bite of our challah. Delicious, delicious. Oh yeah. Okay. After we sing Shalom Hamarino, I'll get you lots of challah, okay? There we go. Now that we have said all our blessings, I must say, happy almost Passover. We have one more week until Passover. Passover begins next Saturday night.
Yeah, so one more non-Pesach Shabbat.
One more Pesach Shabbat. One more non-Pesach Shabbat with challah and the like. So get all of your bread in before next Saturday. And let's sing our final song. You ready, Liana? Shalom Haverim, Shalom Haverim, Shalom, Shalom, Lehitraot, Lehitraot, Shalom, Shalom. Goodbye, my friends, goodbye, my friends, goodbye, goodbye. Till we meet again, goodbye, goodbye. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
No.
You want to say Shabbat Shalom?
Shalom.
Bye, everyone.